Warning: the opinions expressed in this video do not represent YouTube, associations, agencies, nor any particular individuals. They are merely from a team assembled trying to pass the boredom of everyday life. Some explicit content may occur in this or future presentations. Viewer discretion may be advised. But ignore it if you're into that thing.
To day 7 of SHOCKTOBERFEST. I'm DJC.
I'm Valzilla.
I'm Wildman West.
And I'm your big bad wolf Benny.
And today we're bringing you Would You Rather.
Oh.
I remember playing that game as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not like this though.
No, not like this. My game was fun because you got to do stuff with people.
This game is a complete cluster.
You sicko.
Spin the bottle like?
Spin the bottle.
Yeah.
You had that girl you really liked. It's like, would you rather eat that garbage or give me a kiss? It was awesome.
Yeah. This one.
I was pretty good looking when I was a kid. I don't know what happened, but hey. To each his own.
Yeah. At least you were good looking.
I'd be like, tell me your secrets and I won't do anything bad. And then they'd be like, that's cheating.
But you have to play the game.
So,
And I
would
lost
you
the
rather?
game.
Alright, go ahead and explain the movie, DC.
Yeah, so, this movie, it takes place in the beginning of the movie, where the main character, her name is Iris, her brother has cancer, and she ends up going to this doctor, and this doctor brings in a friend who talks to her about going to a get-together, a party of sorts, and that the winner of this get-together, because they play these games, will win a lot of money to definitely help their situation.
What could go wrong?
Oh, a lot could go wrong.
Yeah, so Iris decides that, oh, well, I don't know if I want to do this, but you know they had to do it, otherwise the movie would end in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So she ends up at this house, and it's kind of in the woods.
Kind of middle of nowhere.
Yeah, in the middle of nowhere.
That old cliche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she finds herself at a dinner table with I believe there was eight other people, and they have their dinner, and things kind of kick in a little bit that turn weird. Like, hey, Iris, you're a vegetarian. How much would I have to pay you to eat this piece of meat? So she doesn't want to do it. He asks more, adds more money onto it.
$10,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
and sure enough, she eats the steak. So as it goes on, they start to up the stakes of what would you rather do.
Up the stakes of the steak.
Up the stakes of the stakes.
Yeah.
One guy was a drunk, recovering alcoholic. And he ends up drinking a lot of alcohol.
like a whole bottle of
Yeah,
scotch.
a whole bottle, yeah.
Oh,
It's been some time, but I don't know if I could do that. This man took it like a champ.
Yes, he did.
yeah.
Ooh.
Mr. McAllister of all
It
people.
was. Rest in peace, buddy.
Yeah. So as like I said, the movie goes on, they start to do some more would you rathers, but now they're getting into hurting each other. So would you hurt somebody to save yourself? And they seem to see the pattern that the next person next to you will ask that of you also. So you have to figure, if I hurt this person, when I come around, are they going to hurt me? So it starts getting worse, and people start dying, and you just know what's going to end up happening, that they're probably not all going to get out of this alive. So without giving it all away, that's basically what happens throughout the whole movie.
Because like we've always said, we don't want to ruin the movie.
Yeah.
Go watch the
it.
movie.
Yes, it's on Netflix right now.
But whatever you do, don't live the movie. Oh my
Don't
God.
live
Oh my God, don't live the movie.
No.
That's our warning right now. If you go and play this game for real, we can't be responsible for what happens to you.
Time for another good idea, bad idea.
Yeah.
Bad idea to play this game.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to win.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
Well, now let's get into what we liked about the movie. What
Start
you
the
like?
movie off. What I liked about it was, yes, the game is twisted. It's sick. It's disturbing. Of course, these rich people, like, I guess that's their entertainment. I'm sure there's real people out there like that. If you're watching, you know who you are.
Yeah.
But anyways, what I liked about it is, like, the distance these people went to get this money to help them. Because all the characters you find out have a reason to be there. Some of them are gamblers. Some of them have sick family members. Some of them just need a new shot at life. So all of them are there for a reason. So I just liked, some of them actually took to the game. And it just showed how determined they were to win this money, to better themselves. Even at the cost of these perfectly, these good strangers. You don't know if they're a good person or not. Some of them you can kind of tell that they're kind of bad people, but maybe they had a bad life to make them this way. So I don't want to say they're bad people, they're just trying to improve their situation. So what would you do if you were in that situation? Would you play the game? Would you try to leave? Very philosophical. That's what I kind of like about the movie is, what would you do to help your family member who's dying? When with the main actress who's played by Brittany Snow, Iris. What would you do to save your family member from this deadly disease? It's a toughie. I mean, do you play this game? Do you hurt other people to get what you want? So, it's a thinker. So that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
Well, I like the simplicity of it, but the complex nature.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the concept of the movie is so simple. Would you rather? But as the movie goes on, with all the different tortures, how complex it gets. Especially when the former military guy, when he keeps getting the African cane.
Yep, the African cane. Ooh.
Oh, and he kept taking it like a champ. I don't know how he did it, but I mean, it's just
that's just a little shout out to our soldiers out there. That just shows how tough you guys are. That this guy was willing to do it. I believe any soldier in that situation would step up and take that.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I can watch a lot of violence and horror films.
This guy was covering his eyes.
I was covering in Valzilla right here. I was like, honey, is it over yet?
My sixth self was watching. Benny's it over. Sorry, guys.
There's another scene where I'm like curled up, like Dylan, like Jesus loves me. Oh, this I know. And it was like, it was bad. I was talking Care Bears and everything.
This one was a mind, you know what? Yeah.
So speaking of Valzilla, what did you like about the movie?
Okay, I liked the characters. Like there was the guy who ran it. He had because I thought he was the one.
Jeffrey Combs, yes.
Yeah, I thought Jeffrey Combs would be the character that you would love to hate, but actually his son. Who looked just like an ex-boyfriend
Robin Taylor.
of mine.
Yeah, Robin Taylor.
Yeah, really weird.
Oswald from Gotham,
Yeah, which was really weird. And then he acted like one too that I knew. But then the other thing was he was this character that you loved to hate, and I really wanted to dislike him, but I couldn't completely. But it was an enjoyable character, even when he did things distasteful. It wasn't too. Too
well, he also
triggering,
He also got his too, so.
And then he got his coming.
So that's why you liked it, because he got his.
I remember. Didn't I say something like he just because of the rich boy attitude, he was like a snooty Eminem lookalike?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, but I really liked that character, even though I hated that character. It was really great.
And that just shows you how good of an actor he is. That he
was
can do
fantastic. And then at first I wasn't really feeling the main chick. But then she really pulled into her character. Like for the first few scenes, I was like, if she's not good, I'm not gonna like this. But then she really pulled in, and I could really relate to her. And then, and I really just loved the characters and their complexity. I loved the characters and their development. That's what I really loved.
Okay. What I liked about the movie was it was a twisted mix of Saw and Clue put together.
That's probably the best way to put this movie.
Yeah,
exactly.
Mixing Saw and Clue, except there's no. Well, there is a little dark humor. You gotta be very dark, like me, to like. I think there was a couple times I laughed, and both of those guys over here, they're like, They gave me that look. I'm a little twisted. I'm sorry.
I mean, I can handle it once in a while, but there were moments where, I mean, especially... Just
I
like,
might have laughed at a moment my mother wouldn't have approved of.
Just don't let her watch the movie and tell her what part, because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, she would know why, but she'd be like, Valerie, and be like, sorry, Mom.
Yeah, and the all the different tasks or the different rounds they went through. I mean, they were.
There was a good 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah.
There was 4 rounds. Oh God, yeah. Some of those were just god awful.
You guys definitely have to see the movie.
Yeah, we're not gonna ruin too much.
So,
No, I don't want to ruin anything. So I guess we should jump into
what did we like?
What didn't we like? Why don't we start with Valzilla?
Without giving everything away, I was disappointed when I thought someone was stabbed in a certain region and then it turned out to be a thigh. It was disappointing.
See, now you have to watch the movie to see what she's talking about.
Yeah.
See what we do to get you to follow our show?
Watch it, love it, live it, but don't live it like that.
Right.
No, don't do it. Don't live it.
No.
Don't listen to that right now.
Don't do it. For the love of God.
She listens to me enough, I don't know how she does it.
I'm sick and twisted, but for the love of God, don't play this game.
No.
Yeah, no means
So-
no. And, I don't know. I was just really happy. And disappointed. I mean, I'm missing what I liked and what I didn't like.
It can be a combo.
It was a very nice. It was disappointing, but it was really nice too. Oh, and it was. I don't know. I liked it when she was being comforted, and I didn't like it at the same point.
It was
Because I was
creepy.
like, "Don't touch me! Oh, don't touch her!" When you're like saying, "Oh, sorry, that happened to you." It's like, no, you don't touch someone when you're comforting them over that.
No.
But
That's the last thing they want.
but that was like so fitting because that's like so society too.
Yeah.
DJC, why don't you tell us what you didn't like about this movie?
One thing I didn't like was there's a character in there, the doctor that I told you guys about in the beginning, who was telling her about meeting up with this guy. Throughout most of the movie, you're seeing him deciding what he wants to do. He ends up getting in his car, driving there, gets there, and he's there, and I'm not going to tell you what happens, but it's very short-lived. It's like, why'd you even build that up or even have him show up if this was going to happen? And they're like,
I wonder what happened then.
Yeah.
yeah, so, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, I just like that. Also, kind of talking about what she said about the getting stabbed part is you got stabbed and still I didn't see anybody go to the hospital
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So, okay, that's what I didn't like.
Wow, man. What are you talking about?
Okay, I am going to address the elephant in the living room.
Where?
I'll get out of here.
Oh, damn it.
No, you sit down. Okay, now, for those of you who haven't seen the movie, or those of you who have seen the movie, there is a concept where Hollywood, or even independent films, bring in former adult film stars. Now, some films have had a lot of success with it. Ron Jeremy being in Trauma films and Boondock Saints.
Tracy Lords.
Tracy Lords in all the,
Blade.
in all the Waters films,
Yeah.
yeah. But Sasha Grey in this movie sucked. Okay, I'm just saying it. I mean,
She was probably the least favorite character.
No.
She
I mean, and she got her comeuppance. I will say that, but it's just she fell so flat in this movie. It's like everything was just verbatim. Just
Counterpoint to that, though, real fast. The reason why I liked her character is because she knew how to play the game. Like they
No.
even said when, like after, sorry, ruining the moment for you guys. After she dies, they even said like, "Oh, I thought she was gonna go all the way because she had it in
She
her
was
mind."
one of my favorites, though. Are you
She
serious?
knew how to
I'm going
play.
on an
Yeah.
acting
Yeah.
perspective right
She
now.
knew, well, acting wise, okay. Character wise, I liked it because she did know how to play the game.
I'm going to be more anal retentive than Roger Ebert right now. She
Well,
was just horrible.
That is why we
She did
have
the
you
character
on the
well.
channel.
I mean,
Yeah, let us know.
I mean, the character is. I mean, I get the character. It's just the delivery was so dry.
well,
It was just.
see,
so
I'm not an
supposed to be
actor.
I don't know, I thought it was...
Like,
I thought she was
It was
supposed to be
almost.
dry.
It was almost as if she was just reading the script verbatim off camera. I mean, hey,
Really?
Christopher Walken can do that on SNL, but this is no.
No, I thought she was supposed to be like a bratty teenager.
She just, I don't know. She just really just.
Like, oh, I'm like, of course, I'm gonna like totally hate
This is the first time somebody ever on YouTube would probably say this is, a porn star turned me off. I mean.
No, I really liked her.
Wow, fair enough.
Everybody's got their own opinions. That's the best part about our channel.
I don't know.
I'm on Bill's side though on this one.
She just bored me for a while.
All right.
Until her demise.
Well, yes.
No, that was one of my favorite characters. I don't know what you're talking about.
Great.
God, what did I like about this?
Oh, yeah, you didn't say what you liked.
You know what? Besides just how big of that Jeffrey Combs and Robin Taylor's characters were, I don't have any complaints about this movie. They were just so snooty. It's like, oh, well, I gave you a chance to leave. You didn't want to leave. Now that we're playing the game, you can't. It's like, all right, I get you're supposed to be like that, but just the way how they said some of them. Jeffrey Combs was creepy as delivering some of these lines. And you know what? He's just a great actor. He makes you hate him, and that's what he's supposed to do in this movie. He's a rich, arrogant who's like, I have all this money, I'm going to save your life. You have to play my games. Like, I hate those kinds of people. I really do. And if you guys are watching this, I will give you my address if you link down below and I can fight you somewhere. Because I do not like you people. I'm sorry. Oh, no. I hate those arrogant people.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm just trying to get a boom. But anyways, otherwise, I really liked the movie. I liked all the characters. One of my favorites was the gambler, played by Rob Wells. He is Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys. Remember, I could not think of his name, and then I thought about it. I loved him. He was a great character. Like, he tried to call when he was doing one of his last his rounds. He tried to play like, I'm a gambler, so he's like, this is what you expect me to do, but this is what I'm going to do, but you expect me to do that because you know I'm a gambler, so I'm not going to do it. I like that whole little thing he goes on. It was great. Rob Wells, you're awesome. I hope you see this. Give me a shout out on Trailer Park Boys. That'd be awesome. If not, oh well. Yeah. But I didn't really have a big thing I didn't like besides the rich, egotistical assholes that really exist in the world. And like I said, if you want to fight somewhere, let's go. I'm ready.
Personal message you?
Yeah, personal message me.
Pixie dust, sweetie, just calm down.
Sorry,
calm down.
All right, let's rank the movie.
All right.
I'm going to go first because I keep letting you guys go first. Right. I'm going to give this movie a solid A. It's so simple, and you know what? People tend to forget that simplicity is the best way to go. It's so simple, but it works. You took a very simple game, Would You Rather, and you turned it into this, I wouldn't even call it a horror movie, I'd call it more of a thriller, but it works. Mm-hmm. We were on the edge of our seats the whole time. I mean, we were cringing, we were like, no! We were
hiding our faces.
Yeah. We were applauding when certain people got their comeuppance. That's what a movie's supposed to do. And this movie hit every single one of those. It had me I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. Especially the ending. Like, not going to ruin that for you. But, like, it was so good. Although, by the way, I did call that. I did call the ending.
It was a Twilight Zone ending.
Yeah. I did call the ending before it happened. So, Benny's smart. But no. Sometimes. I give it an A. So let's move along down the line. I said down the line.
I also give the movie an A. I thought, like you said, it was simple. It was one of those feelings when you're done watching it. You're like, what the heck did I just watch? Kind of freak you out a bit. So yeah, I definitely give it an A. I am waiting for the sequel though. Simon Says.
Ooh. By the way, if anybody wants to see that movie, we said it first.
Yes, we did.
We have to be part of the movie.
Yes,
we do.
So,
I would likewise say an A, definitely.
Right on. I'm gonna go ahead and say an A as well. You know, it's unanimous.
That's the first. Well.
Remember, everybody, we filmed these out of sequence.
Yes,
so
sorry guys, I got
some of us are wearing. Well, actually, later on down the line, you're going to see us wearing something similar. We did film something later down the line.
Well, as of right now, it's our first unanimous group thing. So I'm sorry if I said it prematurely. I'm sorry. I don't know.
If we do anything unanimous before that, we're going to say it unanimous, and then we're just going to, spoiler alert. We screwed up on this one.
It happens, guys. Sorry, I got a little overzealous.
Robble.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, this was day 7.
Day 7.
We're a week in.
Woo-hoo.
We're feeling it.
Oh, yeah.
We're loving it. Make sure you guys keep pushing that red button to subscribe. Ring that bell so you get our videos whenever we update them.
Ging, ging.
And remember, this is Shocktoberfest. You get a new video every single day. Sometimes two, depending on when we decide to release our little side projects.
Oh, yeah.
So would you rather see 1 or see 2?
Oh!
This is why I love her.
So you should subscribe, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Ring that bell.
Well, anyway, guys, I am your Big Bad Wolf Benny.
I'm Wildman Wes.
I'm Balzilla.
And I'm DJC.
And we will see you tomorrow on day 8.
Oh, yeah.
Hey. So, what's the new movie?
Well, Benny was telling me about this movie he heard about that kind of incorporates all holidays. I mean, usually they have a horror movie that's got at least one holiday in particular.
Like
but
Halloween.
yeah, like that. And then sometimes with like April Fool's Day or, St. Valentine's Day Massacre type thing. But not as a whole collective. I mean, kind of like a Tales from the Crypt in a way, but I'm kind of worried about it. I mean, it just seems like, I don't know if it would be good or anything or scary at all. You know?
What could be so bad about it? Come on.